Welcome to day 125 of 66 and 26. We're back in the New Testament book of Galatians today. You might remember from last Saturday as we read the first 3 chapters of Galatians that Paul is writing a letter to the Christians in this area of Galatia, which is in present-day Turkey, and he is astonished that the people, the Christians of that area, have been influenced by a new group of teachers who have come in after Paul has preached the gospel of Jesus and trying to convince them that they have to follow all the ways of the law in order to be saved in Christ. And they're especially trying to convince them that they have to be circumcised in order to be saved. And Paul is saying, I'm astonished that you are so quickly deserting the one who called you by the grace of Christ and are turning to a different gospel, which is really no gospel at all. He says, even if I or an angel from heaven even preached a different gospel than what I preached to you before, let them be eternally condemned. He's so adamant and he's passionate to tell them, we are not enslaved by the law any longer. We've been set free by the gospel of Jesus Christ. As we get into the chapters today, Galatians 4, 5, and 6, Paul says in Galatians 4, when the time had fully come, God sent his son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those under the law, that we might receive the full rights of sons. We're no longer slaves, we're sons and daughters, and we have been set free. Galatians 5, Paul says, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. The only thing that counts, this is verse 6, Galatians 5, 6, the only thing that counts is faith, expressing itself through love. If we have faith in Jesus Christ, we are heirs of the promise that God gave to Abraham, and we are descendants of Abraham. That means we are the new Israel of God, which he actually expresses in Galatians chapter 6 as well. The only thing that counts is faith, expressing itself in love. And that love that comes from faith, it bubbles up from faith, is the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, which Paul talks about in Galatians 5, 22 and 23. Against such things, there is no law. The law doesn't demand that those things happen. The fruit of the Spirit flows from the Spirit within us. It is a product of our faith. And so Paul then finishes off with, in Galatians chapter 6, saying the only thing that matters is not circumcision or uncircumcision. The only thing that matters is faith, and we are saved in Jesus Christ alone. And that is the message of Galatians. It is the message of our Christian faith. We have been set free in Jesus Christ. Be slaves no longer.